Hello, and welcome to the Lever Report, a weekly video newsletter for human-centric leaders to navigate the week ahead. I'm Drew Fortin, here with your latest update for the week starting Monday, August 18th, 2025. Inflation fears rise, AI stagnates tech job creation, more CEOs are tightening their grip on workplace culture, Josh Bersin gives an opinion on the worker happiness crisis, and more news to start your week. U.S. stocks finished the week mixed last week, with the S&P 500 and Nasdaq closing down, while the Dow ended slightly higher. This came amidst a slew of economic data that is complicating the path for a potential interest rate cut by the Fed. While retail sales showed a solid half a percentage point increase in July, consumer sentiment deteriorated for the first time in 4 months. According to the University of Michigan survey, consumer expectations for inflation jumped, with a year-ahead expectation of 4.9% and a long-term expectation of 3.9%. This rise in inflation expectations is largely due to concerns about the impact of tariffs and mounting pricing pressures. Economic signals are directly impacting employee well-being and anxiety, so leaders must proactively address these concerns through transparent communication. This approach helps retain top talent and build a resilient workforce by providing employees with tools and resources for financial security. A recent CompTIA analysis of the Bureau of Labor Statistics data reveals some interesting trends in the tech job market. While the tech unemployment rate in July remained relatively stable at 2.9%, a slight increase from June's 2.8%, the bigger story lies in the net loss of just over 10,300 tech jobs. While the decline was particularly notable in tech areas like IT and custom software services, job postings also dropped significantly across the board, with software developer, systems engineer, and cybersecurity engineer positions seeing some of the heaviest losses. These numbers underscore a new reality for leaders. When new resource needs are identified, it flips the script on the old way of adding more human resources to be optimized with technology later. Instead, leaders should think about leveraging technology to improve efficiency and scale the team members they've got. As companies increasingly adopt automation through AI and robotics, they are rethinking their workforce needs and focusing on upskilling current employees rather than adding new ones. This trend aligns with the idea of future-proofing your business by finding leverage through your current people, not just in volume, but in their ability to adapt and grow with new technologies. For business leaders and HR professionals alike, this means a shift in talent strategy from mass recruitment to targeted development, ensuring your teams have the skills to thrive in an increasingly automated landscape. It's an opportunity to build a more resilient and agile workforce. CEOs are tightening their grip on workplace culture, dialing back the flexibility that defined the post-pandemic era, according to a recent article by Eleanor Hawkins in Axios. Leaders at companies like AT&T and Cognition have made headlines with memos outlining new, more demanding expectations for employees. For example, Cognition CEO Scott Wu expects 80-hour work weeks and 6 days in the office, stating that work-life balance isn't something they believe in. This shift, which Glassdoor chief economist Daniel Zhao calls the big boss era, is fueled by a fear of economic downturns and the threat of AI and automation. However, experts like Indeed's senior talent strategy advisor Kyle MK warned that deprioritizing employee well-being could backfire, hurting a company's performance and ability to attract top talent. The key takeaway here is the transparency about company culture is more critical than ever before. While executives are reasserting their authority, they must be upfront about their expectations they are setting. The best cultures are not for everyone. They should not be for everyone. And if a company's mission requires long hours and high-intensity environment, that needs to be made clear to both new applicants and current employees. It's okay to have that. This isn't about deprioritizing well-being, but about finding a values alignment between the company's mission and the personal values of its employees. When employees wholeheartedly believe in the vision of a company, they will work tirelessly to achieve it, making subjective concepts like well-being a natural part of their commitment. This approach helps build a resilient and motivated workforce aligned with the company's goals, leading to better long-term performance. Said differently, culture is dependent on business strategy. It is not a one-size-fits-all approach. Josh Bersin talked about some really interesting data last week on his blog using the 2025 Gallup data, which shows that employee engagement is in a downward spiral, with only 21% of workers feeling fully engaged, a 10% drop from last year. And this isn't just a frontline issue, as managers are also struggling, with only 27% reporting they are engaged. This crisis is compounded by a fear of AI and job stability, with 86% of workers expressing fear on a regular basis. The World Happiness Report also reflects this, showing that US happiness plummeted to 24th in 2025, dropping out of the top 20 for the first time. So, what do we do about this? According to Burson's research, leaders need to shift their focus from a quote financial first mindset to one that invests in human capital as the only appreciating asset a company has. It's about building a dynamic organization that enables people to change roles and grow rather than constantly overhiring. Additionally, paying people fairly and transparently is 7 times more important than the level of pay itself, and learning to appreciate and recognize employees can lower voluntary turnover by 70%. By focusing on these human centric strategies, leaders can create a culture of purpose and accountability that fosters long term employee happiness and business performance. We are hearing a lot of talk about AI eliminating jobs, but new research from the Economic Innovation Group, from researchers Sarah Eckert and Nathan Goldschlag, suggests we need to pump the brakes on the job apocalypse narrative. Their study shows that workers who are most exposed to AI are actually doing better in the labor market than those who are less exposed. This group is better paid, more likely to have a bachelor's or graduate degree, and less likely to be unemployed. The research finds little evidence of AI causing significant job losses or even an exodus of workers to less AI exposed occupations. In fact, since 2022, the unemployment rate for the most AI exposed workers rose by just 0.3%, compared to a 0.94% increase for the least exposed workers. So this data challenges the widespread fear that AI is coming to take everyone's jobs and offers leaders a more nuanced perspective on the future of work. Instead of displacement, AI is having a bigger impact on tasks. It's augmenting our jobs, not employment. So leaders should focus on how AI can augment and improve the roles of their highly skilled, highly exposed workers, making them more productive and valuable, scaling them. The goal is to reallocate tasks and upskill your existing team to leverage new technology, not just eliminate positions. This approach allows you to build a more dynamic, agile organization that embraces the power of AI to enhance human capability and find new forms of leverage. And that's your Lever Report. Check the show notes for any articles or research we covered today. If you're enjoying this content, please show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Also, ask questions or share your thoughts in the comments section. We look forward to engaging with you. I hope you have a productive week, and we'll see you on the other side.